Hey everyone out there staring at the screen watching me, and welcome to another great episode of AHInk. As is our custom, we'd like to start you off today with something to drink. For those of you who don't know, something to drink is where we give you something to ponder for the rest of your day. Today's beverage is this. Why are wise men and wise guys opposites? Love it, Lily. Alright, now let's take a look at some of the headlines for today, brought to you by Google News, the internet's leading something or other. I don't know. They're not a sponsor yet. Today, we like to bring you some good news for a change. So, the shuttle's gonna launch tomorrow. Maybe. If they solve that whole problem with the fuel and it could blow up and, oh, and Tiger Woods, his big return to golf in the CNET championship. What he's losing rather badly. And now it's time for a great idea. I love that intro. Alright, I did this thing over vacation, over the summer. It's a plastic water bottle, one of those supposedly horrible for the environment things, that I filled with sand and water from the beach that I was at. How cool is that? It's like you're using it and everything, and it's like these little memories. And if you cover it with masking tape, the air is from the beach too. Except I covered it with masking tape after I got back, so I don't know. But anyway, it was really my cousins who came up with this idea, so I gotta give credit to them. I'll put their names on the maybe in the info. But what they did was they filled the water bottle like this with all these tiny little shells they found on the beach, which made it look really nice, but it took forever. And that's how I started doing it, but I kind of got tired of keeping doing it and getting all the little shells, so I just filled it with sand and said I was done. It's still pretty nice though. And that brings us to the word of the day, brought to you by dictionary.com. Today's word is esoteric. I pronounced that right, trust me. It's an adjective that means, basically, I'm going to paraphrase here, that only a select group of people know something. It's like a private or secret or something confidential. Kind of like a chemical formula would be esoteric, because not a lot of people know what it means. And now you know a new word. Now let's turn to a segment we call Plugged In. That was actually took a lot of takes to make that little clip. Okay. Plugged In is a tech news for the tech world we live in. A lot has happened since our last episode, namely, as you can see, Apple came out with the new iPod Shuffle 3rd generation. Now this thing is tiny, and here it is next to a key. Now, Apple is a big company, so their keys might be bigger than ours, but that's still really small. It comes in either black or silver, as opposed to like the tons of colors that the previous model was, but maybe more colors will be coming soon. It's also about half the size of the previous model, but has twice the amount of memory as the previous, with 4 gigabytes, which is 1,000 songs. It also has 10 hours of battery life, which makes it a very eco-friendly iPod, so we should see another Apple commercial with the squiggly green lines about that soon. It has a standard, clip on the back, as did the 2nd generation iPod Shuffle, but other than that, and the little playback switch on the top, it has no buttons on it. Well, they get away with that by putting a little remote capsule on the headphone wire. The headphone capsule is very hard to use. You have one button, which you use to skip, go back, play, and pause, as well as the volume up and down. And the great part about that is, it's only on headphones made by Apple. So you basically either have to use those horrible earbuds that you get with it, or else buy from Apple, a little adapter, which will probably cost a lot of money. It hasn't even come out yet. Yay. But see, you can see it there, nice little close-up, but I mean, it has this cool feature where it in a very robotic voice, it tells you the name of the song, or else the playlist that you're listening to, which I guess is kind of useful, I guess. But I mean, it's tiny, and that's all the Shuffle is really supposed to be, and I want to thank CNET for all those pictures, and you can read their review of the iPod Shuffle in the link to that side. Now before we go, there's a little business I want to take care of. For all you techies out there, myself included, you have to check out this podcast if you haven't already. It's called The 404. It's from CNET. You can get it either on iTunes or from the link on the info. The second one to that side. I hope you can see which way I'm pointing. Alright. It's just a funny show. They kind of fool around the whole time, but that's what a podcast is. But they talk a lot about technology and stuff and, all this cool stuff. And it's from them that I learned that CDs are 30 years old. It's old. So that's The 404, and it's from CNET. Now also we have a poll question for today. What is the one, sorry, I forgot about that. That's the little 404. logo thing. Now we have a poll question for you today. What is the one site that you cannot live without? And you're not allowed to say a search engine because that's cheating. But if you could only go on one website for your life, what would it be? Send your answers to talk2AHInk, that's the number 2, @gmail.com. And that's to that side. Also, you can tell us what you like or what you don't like about the show. We're going to feature some of the best emails we received on a future episode, so send them to us. And until next time, this has been AHInk. We'll see you.